Are you wondering what not to pack for a cruise? Don't waste luggage space with things the cruise provides, or bring things that are banned and will be confiscated. I have 10 to avoid, and then I'll go through 6 must-haves. Hello and welcome to Linky Lifestyle. I'm Marty and I'm thrilled to have you aboard. We've done plenty of travel over the years and we're now bringing it to you to help you plan holidays that aren't just fun but truly unforgettable. Did you know that many items are banned on cruise ships and they might not be what you expected? Did you also know that the cruise ship will have some essentials so you won't need to bring them? I'm going to tell you about 10 items you should not bring on a cruise, but to make up for it at the end I'll give you 6 items that will become your cruise essentials. What? I can't take an iron or steamer on board? But my clothes are wrinkled. Cruise lines don't like things that heat up being taken on board for fire and safety reasons. So don't pack that travel iron or steamer. Instead, some ships have a passenger laundry with an iron you can use. Some offer ironing services at a cost, or you can use a wrinkle release spray. I'll link one in the description. But I reduce my travel load by not bringing a spray and just hanging clothes in the bathroom while we shower. The steam usually helps all the wrinkles to drop out. I can't imagine that anyone would do this, but according to stories online, people do sometimes stash their Nespresso machine in their luggage. But like the irons and the steamers, coffee machines and kettles are also forbidden. I know, I love my tea, so it's a bit of a bummer, but there are some options. Sometimes the room steward can provide a kettle, although a coffee machine is unlikely to be available. Or you can get tea and coffee from the buffet. And on some ships, you get complimentary breakfast room service, so you can order your early morning hot drink and have it brought to you. I can't say this is my preferred option because the tea arrives too strong and stewed, but I can always send Michael out to the buffet. Hang on, what's wrong with beach towels? Surely they aren't banned? No, of course not. But when it comes to beach towels, it's unnecessary to fill your luggage with them because the ship will provide them. Sometimes you need to check them out with your cruise card, and if you don't return them, you'll be charged. Or sometimes you can just grab them from a pile for free. In beach ports, you're allowed to take them off the ship too. Just make sure you return them. Clothes hangers aren't banned either, but again, you can save your luggage space by requesting them from your room steward. We don't go overboard on the clothes we bring, so I never have to do this, but maybe for a longer cruise you might find it necessary. Of course, you can buy folding travel hangers, but why waste the space and lug the extra weight? Most cruise lines permit passengers to bring wine and soft drinks on board, subject to certain limits, but spirits such as whiskey, gin, vodka and tequila are a no-no. There's lots of information online about smuggling them aboard, but why risk it? You can be fined, refused embarkation, and even banned for life. This is a bit of an iffy one. The ship will have toiletries on board for you to use. However, depending on the cruise line and your cabin type, they may not be the best quality. I don't mind using liquid soap and body lotion from the cruise line, but I'd never use the shampoo. If there's a separate conditioner, I'd use that, but mostly they have a combination shampoo and conditioner that does a really poor job of both tasks. Make sure you read online reviews or even contact the cruise line directly to find out what they provide, and then you only have to bring what you need. Is this helping you with your next cruise packing list? If you'd like to help us keep content like this coming, we're aiming to have 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so please hit that subscribe button below. By now you can probably see that the cruise lines don't like fire or safety risks, so I probably don't need to tell you that candles and incense are also banned. Remember that your luggage will be scanned before it's brought on board, and anything banned will be taken from you. There should be an opportunity to get it back when the cruise ends, but don't bet on it. Snacks are another one that's in the why bother category. One thing you'll never be on a cruise ship is hungry. And if you like to have some snacks in your room, you can always take a Ziploc bag or two to the buffet and save some food for later. In my video on travel safety for women, I said that flashy clothing and expensive jewellery shouldn't be taken, and that applies to cruising too. Not only do you run the risk of having items lost or stolen, by wearing them you can attract unwanted attention. Thieves or pickpockets in port may think you're likely to be carrying lots of cash and target you. Or they may just go for the jewellery you're wearing. And putting it in the cruise cabin safe isn't necessarily going to work. There are heaps of videos online showing how to get into those safes without the passcode. How do you think hotels and cruise lines open them when travellers leave them locked? This isn't something I'm guilty of. I have a fairly simple wardrobe, just a few dresses and layering pieces and accessories for different climates and situations. But some people think they need a different outfit for dinner every night and something different to wear each day, and a ton of shoes to go with it all. Just remember, people don't really notice what other people wear, and unless you're in a particularly hot and sweaty climate, you can re-wear your clothes. I don't wash clothes, not including underwear of course, unless they are dirty or they smell. It's actually hard on your clothes being washed, so by not washing them, you give them a longer life. I've seen stories of people wearing a pair of jeans for years without washing them. I think that's taking things a bit too far, but if you look clean and don't smell, you do you. And shoes take up so much space. Take shoes that work for multiple situations. One pair of neutral sneakers, one pair of neutral sandals or dressier shoes, one pair of pool or beach shoes. You get the idea. I'm about to go on a 6-week trip and I'm taking one pair of sneakers, one pair of combat style boots and one pair of sandals. They're all black so they work with everything. Oh, and a pair of hotel slippers. Well, I've been a bit bossy here, telling you what not to bring. So how about we switch gears and look at some stuff that will enhance your cruise. Make sure you have a bag that works for taking things to the pool or visiting port. A lightweight backpack, a beach bag or a tote bag are all great to stash your gear in for a tough day of relaxing by the pool or exploring a new port. Maybe it's because I'm Australian, but sunscreen is an absolute non-negotiable for me. I always have sunscreen for my face, my body, and a separate SPF lip balm, even when I'm traveling in the middle of winter. Remember, it doesn't have to be hot and sunny for you to get sun-damaged skin, which can lead to premature aging and even skin cancer, which can be deadly. Ziploc bags are always handy to have, whether it's for packing a few snacks from the buffet or putting a wet swimming costume in when you're packing at the end of your cruise. Grab a few different sizes. I like to use reusable silicone Ziploc bags so I'm not adding more plastic to landfill. If you like to enjoy the pool or the beach when in port, a waterproof phone case with a lanyard is a must, so you can keep your phone and other small valuables, like your cruise card, on you without worrying about them getting wet. I'll confess, I'm not a water lover, so I don't have one, but I can see how useful they'd be if you love to swim, snorkel and enjoy water-based activities. Out at sea, it can be incredibly dark at night, and if you're in an inside cabin, it's always pitch black when the lights are off. I take 2 magnetic, motion-activated rechargeable lights. Various ones are recommended online, but the ones I take are actually ones that I use in some of our cupboards at home. I just grab a couple and pack them, rather than having separate ones sitting around waiting for the next cruise. Cruise cabins can get a bit stuffy, so a portable rechargeable fan can be useful. A fan that plugs into the power may be confiscated, so get a rechargeable one and you can stay cool without worrying. I'm sure you've now got a few great ideas about what to pack and what not to pack. So to learn more about cruising, check out this playlist or learn some other travel tips in this one. Until next time, happy cruising. Bye for now.